Los Angeles, the city where the sun always shines, traffic always exists, and people have always moved in pursuit of showbiz. But in 2019, showbiz has taken a much smaller form. Sure, people still dream of becoming actors, directors, or the next pop sensation. But now, young people are moving to LA for a different reason. Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Brandon Lance Garnsey, and today we'll be exploring the new way to make it in Hollywood, becoming an influencer. We'll be taking a look at the lives of influencers, big and small, what makes them and what it takes to become one.
Hello guys, it's me, Nikki.
Okay guys.
I mean 10 million subscribers!
Hi sisters! James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
We took to the streets of Hollywood Boulevard to gather interviews from people all over the world about influencers. So do you guys know what a social media influencer is, like a YouTuber?
Yeah. Yes. I watch them all the time.
They utilize their content to make it where you want to keep coming back and watching what they're going to put up next.
They influence people to buy their products or support what they're interested in.
An influencer is a social media user who has established credibility in a specific industry. Starting with YouTube and Vine, the industry has since emerged into all platforms, including Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Influencers can develop a brand for themselves, gaining a massive following and a hefty paycheck, with creators making anywhere between $50 to $200,000 from just one sponsored post.
Toronto, Sister James here, and I am so excited for today's meet and greet. Oh my god, you guys.
In addition to making a living off of their digital presence, influencers have gained fan bases. People now fly across the country to meet their favorite content creators and also see these very influencers as celebrities. So could you name maybe 3 social media influencers who are either famous on Instagram, Vine, YouTubers, any that you can think of?
David Dobrik, Jeffree Star, everybody, Jaclyn Hill, James Charles.
Daddy Longneck. Who else got famous? Ooh, CJ So Cool.
Oh yeah, CJ So Cool.
Some people get famous for vaping.
For some, producing video content or posting on Instagram is just a side passion, but for others, it has become a full-time, high-income job. On average, YouTube gets 30 million visitors daily, with their content creators earning an impressive salary for what seems like just a simple video post. Because of the simple appearance, more and more young people are pushing their way into the internet industry and becoming the internet's next biggest hit.
What is up, you guys? It is your gay best friend Jay here, back with another video.
Jay Staten, a film student at Chapman University, is taking a chance at raking in views, subscribers, and likes as a potential career path.
Hi, my name is Jay. I have a YouTube channel called Your Gay Best Friend. It is a YouTube series where I pretty much give advice to people who are in the LGBT umbrella and who are not in the LGBT umbrella. Give advice to help them live their life the best way they can live their life. I really want to be an influencer in my life, like a really big positive influencer. So starting the YouTube channel helps me do that. I've had my YouTube channel since like 2013.
What's up, guys? It's Jay here with another video, and today we're going to be talking about high school.
So now we are finally at like a steady pace where I'm going to like fish out like videos every week. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I see myself at least being well known in the social media aspect to where people see me as an influencer, or I would see myself being a lot more active on YouTube. If I could be like that YouTuber who gets paid, and that's my career, that I think would be like the ultimate 100% dream come true.
Coming up, how an online industry sends young people into fame and fortune. We spoke to some experts for an insight on how the internet stars are changing the game. Welcome back to Investigating Influencers. I'm Brandon Lance Garnsey. Advertisements have been around since the 1920s, from popular slogans to celebrity endorsements.
Hi, I'm Selena Gomez, and I am thrilled and honored to be representing the new Pantene.
Companies have utilized different methods to attract the attention of customers. Now, companies are taking a different approach. Influencers.
When you see Britney Spears saying that she loves Pepsi, you know she's being paid to say that because it's a paid commercial. You know that she's being paid to do that because she's a celebrity endorsing a product, but you still don't care because she's a celebrity. You just know that that's part of the thing. But I'm not a celebrity. I'm Christy. I make videos on YouTube. You trust me.
Influencers are partnering with products to create sponsored content on their platforms, and it's a pretty big deal. And trust is the #1 reason why influencer advertising is seeing such positive results. Let's break down just how influencers are changing the industry with an animation made by Andre Turbia.
There's an object that people are paying attention to, and there's an entity that wants to sell something to these people, so they put an ad on the object of their attention. In the most basic form, this can be a billboard. You're on your way to work and you walk by this giant ad every day until you're like, you know what? I would like to drink some Spezi right now. Now, influencer marketing is the same concept, except it's much more efficient because the object of the attention is now a person that you feel connected to. In the case of the billboard, there is no connection. The brand sees that, oh, this YouTuber got 500 people to use the promo code, so let's continue to work with them. And so the creator gets rewarded, giving them more resources to produce more content for their audience. This is how sponsorships should ideally work. It's a nice cycle of fulfillment for everybody involved.
So you see, companies now want to use influencers to sell their products because content creators create a relationship with their following, which also creates a process of you buy this because you trust them, which has changed the way advertising has worked. We spoke with public relations and advertising professor Christopher Trilla about the changes the industry has overcome with the introduction of social media, internet videos, and influencers.
People are growing up knowing the digital age, knowing cell phones and texting instead of calling on phones. So it's changed a lot. A lot of statistics that show that 70% of people will rely on friends or influencers to make a purchase. So as a PR person, you want to reach out to that influencer who maybe has this niche audience, has certain followers that you know are going to be interested in that product. But then also, depending on how many followers they have, knowing how you need to be able to place your product or service into that influencer's medium. I hear a lot of anecdotal information about how companies are seeing sales double when they have influencers do things. More and more dollars are going to be spent on influencers than it is on traditional advertising, and they need to figure out a way that they can tap into that somehow.
So I am the executive assistant at a company called Superbam. We are a digital rights management platform for YouTubers, social media stars, and small media companies. What happens is agencies, it could be an agency like a CAA, it could be like a Full Screen or something, will have existing broader relationships with brands that they've worked with in the past or worked with for other creators. So let's say you're a YouTuber and you are signed with a manager at Full Screen. They have an existing relationship with, say, Neutrogena. For a brand deal for another client, you're probably more likely to get a deal with Neutrogena through that manager. There are also even businesses now where creators can go online and apply for brand deals through an online platform. And they just submit and say, I have this many YouTube followers, I have this many Instagram followers, this many monthly impressions. And then brands will reach out to the creator directly and don't even need to go through a third-party manager or an agent. So that happens quite a bit. I'm 22 years old. I grew up watching YouTube as like a preteen and a teenager. And it, to me, has always been the first place I go when I'm looking for something to watch. And I think it's like that for so many other people our age and younger. They don't go on and watch television. They watch YouTube. You ask any kid what they want to be when they grow up today, they're probably going to say they want to be a famous YouTuber. And when so many people are so invested in someone else, that actually is incredibly powerful, and in some ways much more powerful than a traditional celebrity fan relationship. So I've always been interested in that kind of universe, and that's personally why I chose to go into digital media.
Next, on investigating influencers, we get the inside scoop from an established influencer to discover her secrets on how she built her following. So how does someone break into the influencer world? A likable personality, the right connections, or is it just about uploading as much content as possible? For some, going viral happens overnight, but for most, it takes a few steps to gain a following. Let's break it down. Step 1. Find your niche audience. Whether it's dog lovers, people who love makeup, or fans of the show Friends, find the audience that best fits your idea. Step 2. Find a unique angle and voice. Since everyone can now try their luck at becoming an influencer, find a way to stand out. If your page's audience is filled with dog lovers, pick a specific breed to focus on, or maybe focus on dogs that wear silly outfits. Just make sure to find a topic that's missing an online presence, so your account can really shine. Step 3. Pick your social media platform. Whether it's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube, find the platform that works best for your content. Step 4. Develop a content strategy. How often will you post? Will you be using original or user-generated content? These are all questions that will help you develop your own content plan and strategy. Step 5. Make and post your content. Now that you have a plan in place, it's time to make and post your content. Take some pictures, film a video, whatever you decide will fit your platform the best. Step 6. Engage with your followers. After your content is posted, you're going to start attracting an audience. Your goal is to keep them coming back for more. Respond to comments, create an interactive setting, and make your audience feel heard. Step 7. Grow your network by evaluating and repeating steps 4 through 6 to maintain a following. We put these steps to the test and spoke with an established influencer to see how she gained her 70,000 followers.
Hi, my name is Brittany Cloobeck, and I am the owner and creator of the Instagram account at Gilmore Girls Only.
Haven't done that for a while. Felt good.
I decided to make my Instagram account in December of 2015, right around the time that the Gilmore Girls revival was being announced on Netflix. And my inspiration for the account was actually from going on the Warner Brothers tour in Burbank, California. So when I went on the tour in December, I saw that all of the sets for Gilmore Girls were being remade for the revival, and I got really excited, so I took a lot of pictures. And I wanted a place to share those pictures. So I had two options to share those pictures with. Either sharing it with an account that already existed on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or creating my own account. So I decided to create my own account. After creating my account, I had two options. To one, create an account that already existed on Instagram, where I just shared my favorite moments from the show, or favorite characters, or just a general appreciation of Gilmore Girls. Or to create an account that didn't exist before, which was a news account, to fill that void in the Gilmore Girls universe where I just shared news about the revival, which is what I opted for. And it really paid off. Being that only news account on Instagram during that time gained me a lot of followers. In just 2 months, I had over 3,000 followers, which is something I never expected. But what actually helped me gain the most followers was a shout out from the Gilmore Girls Instagram page that's run by Netflix.
This is for Gilmore Girls only. We're sending secret Gilmore teasers to our biggest fans. Ready for yours? Paul Anka's outfits are back and better than ever. He's got such good taste.
And within a few hours, I had gained over 20,000 followers, jumping from 30,000 followers to 50,000 followers. So that is one way that I definitely recommend gaining an audience and gaining a following. Having such great content that other accounts want to share your content with other people to give you more followers. Now that I have such a large audience on my Instagram account of almost 70,000 people, you definitely have to try to interact with them and keep them wanting more and keep them staying on your account, because it's very easy to click that unfollow button on someone's account. So what I do to keep them interested, I try to do themed weeks where I plan ahead and schedule my content ahead of time to different characters or different moments of the show that I know I like, that I think my audience will also like. What I also do is I try to interact with them. I comment on my posts. I do Instagram polls. I do Instagram stories. I do Instagram question and answers over live. So they really see that I'm a real person running this account and that I'm also a fan and they can connect to me. And I'm kind of that person they can turn to if they have questions about the show or if they want to talk to me about the show.
What is my favorite episode? My favorite episode, I think, is Season 5, Episode 3. When Luke and Lorelai go on their first date together. Because it's always so sweet and it just brings a big smile to my face after watching the whole series and just waiting for that moment to happen.
So I think interacting with them really shows that I'm there for them as an account owner and that they can keep coming back because I'm a real person too. Because of this persona that I've created on my account and the fact that I am so open to sharing who I am through the Gilmore Girls facade that I've created, I think people trust me more as a consumer, as a buyer, as a Gilmore Girls fan, and because of that, I've been able to have sponsored posts and have products being advertised on my page that lead to great successes for the shop owners that reach out to me. So far, I think I've done maybe 10 to 15 sponsored or paid for posts by different accounts on there, and probably 30 to 50 posts that are not necessarily paid for in money, but paid for in products. So far, the most money I've made from a post is $100, but my goal is to continue growing that number because based on the internet and online calculators, with the amount of engagement I have and the amount of followers I have, I could be making upwards of $200 and $250 a post.
This emerging industry of influencers is gaining more traction with young people every day. Whether it's implementing business and advertising plans or kickstarting creative careers, influencers will continue to grow with the internet for generations to come. I'm Brandon Lance Garnsey, and this has been Investigating Influencers.